Okie dokie.
All right,
Let's
back.
go find what's the secret.
Yeet.
What's cool, Thomas?
Not much, if I'm being honest. There we go. All right.
This was a sense of British humor for a while where it was cool to not be cool, you know? That was like the aesthetic of British humor for a long time.
Yeah.
And we've kind of adopted that a little bit here in America in the last couple years with memes and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because memes
are intrinsically not cool or funny
Yes.
in any way.
and that is like half
Okay.
of the... Can you jump on top of them?
Nope, I don't think so.
What do they do?
I don't know. That's what's so upset. Oh, can I? Oh, if I...
So you have to kill them
Oh,
and
I
then
think
get
I
on
have
this
to.
platform.
I think I have to get them onto the platform to weigh them down, like to weigh the platform down, maybe.
Oh no, hit them again real quick. I think they just activate those platforms. So jump there, and then you can jump across and get onto the taller one.
Oh, you're
It's
right.
a timer thing.
You're right. Let's say I want to. If that's the case, then I'm just gonna.
Well, that makes me wonder what the other one of these guys we saw did. Remember?
Yeah.
Because there was another.
Oh, so okay. All right.
You could totally make the jump from the
Yeah.
two of them.
Yeah, I know. Why did I do that? I wanted to.
You wanted them to go instead of one
Yeah.
at a time all around.
Yep.
No, I
Either
get
way.
you.
Alright.
You got plenty of time. This is
Oh my god. There we
this
go.
is
Alright.
not an elite
Oh well.
achievement.
Don't worry about that, Josh. Stop laughing.
Is this somehow becoming the hardest part of the game?
No. We're fine. Okay, so this wasn't the secret level. Or the secret room.
This is the flight.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeet.
So this is the secret level, I guess, technically.
Only sort of.
It's sort of secret.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's the extra hard level.
All right, so down there is, I believe, where we go past Jock, and then we get to there.
Okay.
But for now, let's do the icy flight.
Boy.
Let's go.
So this is potentially the last flying level. Maybe
Yeah.
not. Could have looked it up in the break. Didn't.
Yeah, who actually needs to know things?
Oh boy. I've been having to avoid Amazon notifications like the plague.
Yeah.
Because me and my girlfriend share an Amazon account so that we can both use Prime.
And you're getting Christmas presents for each other.
Exactly. More accurately, I should say, I am using her Amazon Prime.
Yeah, reasonable.
But, so I had to buy my Amazon presents for her on my old account that didn't have Prime. So, you know, they took a week or so to
Yeah.
get in, but whatever. Christmas isn't here quite yet. I mean, it actually might be here for y'all.
Maybe.
Merry Christmas.
Probably
Happy
not.
Hanukkah. Merry Hanukkah. Happy.
Happy holidays. Happy hollandaise. Right.
But I've been having to avoid the notifications because I keep getting them on my phone.
And then you
for
look at them and you're like,
the
no, I can't see
status
that.
of the presents she got me. Exactly. I saw one of them, but thank the Lord for my shitty memory. I completely
Oh,
have forgotten
dang it.
what it is.
Okay.
That
So I
you
think
had a lot of leeway time-wise
yeah,
there.
I was doing a little bit of scouting out with that. I think
Mm-hmm.
I know like the best way to do this. I think I might just fly through here.
and ignore the lamps for the beginning.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna straight up do the. I'm gonna do very similar to what I just did.
Yeah, the path
Yeah.
you were taking seemed fine.
Actually, I might swing around here and grab these guys while I'm here, if I
Try
can.
to, anyway.
Yeah, and then catch the next train on its way past.
Smart.
Yeah, there it is. So I just gotta
Bam.
wham bam. Thank you,
Perfect
ma'am.
timing.
'Cause
One
that
more
gives me-
train. Oh.
Yeah, one more train. Here it is, and then I go up and clear all these guys out. All right. I feel like that was a good way of doing that.
That was a pro strat.
Yeah.
That was a pro strat
Speedrunning.
right there.
speed running.
These ones, the speedrunning records on these levels must be very close together, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they must be within, like, milliseconds of each other.
Yeah, well, you'd be surprised. I've actually, a lot of the actual like speedrunning whenever they have to do these levels just for the gems because they give like absurd amounts of gems, which is important for the whole idea that I was talking about earlier. And I know the one that I missed. The idea that I was talking about earlier, where they just sort of go for as much as they can within reason, but like not super precise.
Yeah.
they come in here and they have like a set route, but they also prioritize. You can actually like animation cancel, like the fancy little animation that he does whenever he wins. Frickle, Frackle. I don't know where the last
I don't
one
know
is.
where it is either. Oh shit.
Oh well, poo.
Oh, and you do it so good.
I might. Oh, there it is. Oh, but I'm just gonna miss it. Yeah.
That hurt,
That hurt.
my soul.
Oh well, now I vaguely know. But they actually prioritize getting the last obstacle in such a way that or like planning out their routes so that they run into the last obstacle, because it gives an animation cancel
And makes you finish the level
and makes you
quicker.
finish the it like gets you out into the loading screen for the back to the home world much quicker. Ooh, that was bad. Actually, no, that was fine because he was up high.
Yeah.
We're good.
I was thinking about this earlier, and I am a video person. I have a lot of technical knowledge about video production.
Do you?
Yes, and I was thinking about how when you record a speed run, you know, typically when you're recording yourself play video games, you're recording at 30 frames a second or 60 frames a second.
Yep.
Video file. And by recording at 60 frames a second, you reduce the amount of accuracy you can have over later timing out that recording, you know? Like if you use that recording as proof of a speed run, if like the speed runs within 60th of a second, you know, of the previous record, which for some games is not unreasonable,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Like the original Mario game, people I'm sure have that down to such a science that
Yeah.
1/60th of a second is a
big deal.
yeah. So if you were recording at 30 frames a second,
I'm pretty sure I've missed
you
this
wouldn't be able to tell you wouldn't be able to tell exactly when you beat the level. You'd have to it would automatically be rounding to the 30th of a second or to the 60th of a second.
Yeah.
And so I didn't think about this before, but I was thinking about it and I was like, they must have very specific professional standard recordings, you know, that like for like speed runs like that,
Well,
that they have a certain duration, let's say 1/120th of a second, that is the least amount of time that you can beat a speed run in, you know?
Yeah.
Like the biggest difference in time between speed running records. I don't know. That I just really nerded out over the mic for the last couple minutes,
a
but
little bit.
it was kind of on my mind and I was throwing it out there. If any of y'all know anything about speedrun recording, I know that obviously like in some games, like let's say Dark Souls or something, I'm sure that the speedrun records are like minutes apart usually, because you don't get a really good new record until you discover a new technique.
Yeah.
But for some games, I bet that's relevant.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. I honestly, I'd never actually thought about that all that much. I know that some games use the, like, game's internal clock, like, it has an internal timer. Like, that's how, some of the, like, Silent Hill 2 stuff is done, is they have, like, a internal clock that's just like, yep, you beat you beat Mary at this time, or in this amount of time.
And you know what? If you had a clock, if you had like a clock app playing on screen while you were recording, then
Yeah, those...
I guess if you paused it exactly when you beat the game, then it wouldn't matter the frame rate you were recording in. So I guess we just talked ourselves out of this entire
I think
tangent.
I think I just realized that you don't actually know what you're talking about.
Well, I do, but I don't. I know all of what I was talking about as far as the video stuff goes.
Just none of the speedrunning.
Just none of the speedrunning stuff. Believe it or not, I'm not a professional speedrunner.
Wait, you're not? Why are you even on this show, Josh?
I gotta go. Sorry. I have something in the
My lawyer is calling.
My lawyer's calling. He's being indicted.
Oh no. That's too relevant, Josh.
Oh.
We don't do we don't do current events on this show.
No, not at all. It really does date. It would really date them.
Oh my god, why do I miss that every time?
Future viewers viewing this years in advance, you know how the future unfolded.
We don't. It's still pretty scary for us.
Please comment below how wrong we are about Michael Cohen and his relative guilt.
Boy. Alright, oh my goodness, I'm very bad at this.
Okay, here we go. I just bashed Republicans just a tiny bit there. Let me bash Democrats a little bit too. With this whole Trump thing, we have had a very bad habit of artificially inflating the importance of a couple of very unimportant people, you know?
Yeah.
Who were guilty of things, but, like, they were nobodies, basically, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, you got an Xbox achievement.
I did, whoa.
So there you go. I hit both sides of the aisle, right? Was that close enough to unbiased?
Something like that.
Call this unbiased journalism because we don't exist.
We're 7 gems off of having 9999.
That's sad.
Upset, yeah.